Thank you, Chair. And first thing I'm going to say is thank you, Chair Cephas, for your leadership. And just have folks recognize in Philadelphia, we have Morgan Cephas as our Philadelphia delegation chair. We have our Speaker of the House, Joanna McClinton. We have our first African-American woman, first woman mayor in Philadelphia. And I may be a white guy, but I can recognize the truth and the value of true leadership whenever I see it. So I want to say thank you to Chair Cephas for making sure we're letting not just Philadelphia know, but also all of Pennsylvania know that when you invest in Philly, you invest in all of your communities. When we looked at the SEPTA allotment that is put in place right now under the governor's budget, it's $160 million, and it is designed to help SEPTA cover an operating shortfall. Now, there is an operating budget, and there is also a capital budget. And if you're thinking about it at home, you think about, hey, I got to make sure I meet my monthly bills, pay the utilities, keep the lights on, keep a roof over my head with my mortgage. You got to do that. But you also have to make sure you're maintaining your home. You're making sure that your heater is up and running. You're doing all of these different things to make sure your house is also in order. So the governor's budget talks about the $160 million for SEPTA that will go to its capital budget. We also have ideas. Representative Waxman and I both have been focusing on local share as a way for a local government in Philadelphia, Montgomery County, Delco, other counties to be able to contribute to the mass transit projects that need to be made for capital improvements, for improvements in entire systems. Up in Northeast Philly, we talk about extending the subway up the boulevard. That would be fantastic, right? Yes. Only going to happen if we're making that investment in our house, keeping our house in order, getting the extra money from the local governments so that then we leverage it to get the federal money that's out there. But all of this is about investment. People look at budgets, and especially when they look at budgets to a big city like Philadelphia, and they say, oh, we're giving away. Not giving away. You are investing in the people of Philadelphia, you're investing in the people of southeastern Pennsylvania, and you're investing in all of Pennsylvania. One thing a lot of folks in Blair County don't know is that there's about 70 jobs in a manufacturing plant there for trolleys that are directly related to producing those trolleys for SEPTA here in southeastern PA. Northampton County has over $70 million of annual contracts with SEPTA. Those are jobs for those folks up there. And when we talk about jobs and we talk about those investments, we're talking about here in Philly and in southeastern PA, when you improve your mass transit systems, you are also improving the job outlook and the ability for people to get to and to get the income and the jobs that are going to help lift them up and out of poverty, going to give them those family-sustaining jobs. And that's what we need to be doing. That's what the budget does. It's a start to be able to get this money so that we're covering the operating budget. But we also need to be making sure that we are looking at covering the capital budgets so that we can get SEPTA's house in order. Now, how does this relate also to everything else that's going on? And this is where leadership comes into play. Safe, clean, and green. That's what our mayor's been saying. We want Philadelphia to be. That has to start with the transit system. And when we at the state level can be saying, Mayor, we're right with you. And when the mayor is there with us, when our big agencies like SEPTA are with us, when we are talking with our private and business partners and they're with us on all of these investments, that type of focused effort is the kind of thing that will get things done in the end. Because if we can all show we're pointing in the same direction, and again, for the rest of Pennsylvania, yeah, Philly and southeastern PA in general, yeah, we're pointing in the same direction. And it's not just asking you to give us money. When you invest in SEPTA, when you invest in Philadelphia, the money comes back. We in Philly are paying a disproportionate amount in our taxes going into Pennsylvania, then come back here. That means everything that we do drives more and more investment and jobs and economic well-being for everybody in the state. So, for Philly, we're here. We're going to make SEPTA clean and safe again. For the rest of Pennsylvania, we're ready to invest in you too, but you got to invest in us first.